very, very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your important broadcast for the day. And this is the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 beta. It just came out a few days ago, and there's been a couple of updates since it came out. So we are going to explore it in the trusty and reliable Fenix A320. We're in Belfast at the moment. You'll see the weather looks decidedly dodgy, and I think it'll get worse as the day goes on. We're going to fly over to London's Heathrow, take in some views, and look at the performance of season update 4. Flown it a couple of times, and I think it's much better. So we're getting a lot smoother frame rates, and everything just seems a little bit tighter with it, which is really good. The downside of being in a beta is most of the planes that we use normally outside of the Fenix have broken, so it's back to trusty Fenix. So hope everyone's having a very good weekend, a good Saturday, and people are relaxed. We will get ourselves set up from cold and dark, so let's get the batteries on and the fuel pumps, start to line up our navigation, or our aiders as it's known. Cruise supply of oxygen, very important to have that in case there's something that goes wrong. Brighten this up here. We'll turn on navs and strobe to auto, so they'll only come on as we basically get onto the runway, and the nav. I don't think there's a massive difference between 1 and 2, but people seem to stick with 1. So go with that. Fenix is a lovely little aircraft, so everything is pretty automated. Come down here to mass and balance, and we go to load aircraft. We'll do boarding and refueling through that, and we'll lift that up. We'll also brighten up this, and we'll turn on the PA so you guys can hear what's happening in the background.
This British Airways flight.
There we go.
To help us depart as soon as possible, please place your larger hand baggage securely into the overhead lockers. Smaller bags, including those tagged with the yellow label, must be placed under the seat in front of you. If you're sitting in a front row seat or an emergency exit row, the floor area around your seat must be completely clear for takeoff. Once your hand baggage is safely stowed,
Alex, welcome to the chat, my friend.
Keep the aisle clear.
How is your Saturday going? Trust you're having some sort of semi-decent weather.
E-cigarettes, vaping,
it's very cloudy and rainy down in England at the moment.
This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors.
Yeah, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream.
And a very warm welcome on board this British Airways.
I'm loving season update 4. It's so smooth. I don't know what they've done, but it's really good. So, getting the fuel on board. While that's happening, we will just get ourselves set up in here. So, we've got the. Why is that not showing? 1 second. Let's do this, and let's do that. And I'd quite like to come out of that. And I'd quite like to see my options here, if that's alright. Can I do that? Let me out. Let me close that and see if I reopen it. I've been playing around with this today, so it may not. It doesn't quite want to play ball at the moment, but we'll get there. Ah, no, Alex, that is no good. Make sure you are resting up, my friend. Very important. Doesn't sound very pleasant at all. Why is this doing what it's doing up here? That is somewhat perturbing. I'd like to just come out of this, please. Okay. Well, we won't do that. What we can do is what was I looking for here? It's not in here anymore. Is it? Yeah. No. There used to be a SimBrief app in here, didn't there? It's now gone in the beta. That's good. So remember, everyone. Then we will go down here, and we'll do our init. And we'll do our init request. It's pretty relaxed, Alex, isn't it? I think it's just the standard boarding music, isn't it? And then I'd be a bit worried to put the actual British Airways boarding music on. Mainly because it'll probably copyright strike me, wouldn't it? Because it'll be like some sort of classical music that's been in place for years. And now I'm distracted. What am I looking at? Cost index is up here. Cost index 11. Normally I'd do this a little bit smoothly, but let's do that. And then our cruise level, we're going up to 33,000 feet on the way over to London Heathrow today. It's a big event going on VATSIM called Cross the Land. One day we'll need to take part as a whole SimScot team on, see if we can actually survive as we go across multiple air traffic control zones. It's a long time to stream though, it's like hours. And the other thing is, in season update 4, it's just not yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it in the beta at the moment. It's stuck in your head, Alex. What the song? I flew British Airways last week. It was good. The safety video is pretty cool. They've done it very old school in its design, which there was a lot of people laughing, which I was like, hold on, focus on the safety factor here, guys. Now, coming out of, is this going to work? I wonder, well, let's do that, let's do that, let's do that. So there's actually no SIDS coming out of Belfast, but we are going off runway 25, so we'll put that in so it knows that. And then, coming into Heathrow, is this going to work? Oh, it's working! That's such a treat. Coming to Heathrow, we're going in the Nugra 2 hotel, and so we'll do that, and we're coming into 27 left, so we should get a good view over the city of London, although it is very cloudy, so maybe not. Nugra 2 hotel. Now, what's quite useful to look at here is the approach into Heathrow. Let's see that. They all end up in Bovingdon. So we'll go there. Cameron in the flight crew. Excellent. Let's do that. Let's do that. Lovely. So that discontinuity is just until we get on track from Lisbon. I wonder if we can show that. Must be able to show it. There we go. So basically take off that way, and then we'll take a left turn towards Lisbon when we feel the need. What's the rename now, Alex? What have you landed on?
As a reminder, smoking,
or is it confidential? We don't want anything like the oh no, he sold his side stick for money. Oh, he's gotta earn a living somehow. So what, is he completely, is he off the flight sim completely? Here come the bags. Beautiful. I am big fan of this Fenix, as you've heard on our streams. Plus the scenery. I think this is Pyreek who put this together. I think it's pretty cool. The only thing I have been having a little bother with in this sim update is boarding people, but it says they're going to come at some point, so we'll see. Winding up to 33,000 feet, so we're going to bung that in because I don't think there's going to be any restrictions as we come out of mighty Belfast. I bet he regrets it. You have to go and buy it back and they'll probably charge him more. Epic negotiations from young Oliver.
Passengers boarding started.
He won't be appearing on Dragon's Den anytime, presumably with those negotiation skills. So it's very sexist, but air stewardesses are in place, and I suspect we're just waiting for buses. Oh no, hold on, it's one of these jobbies. Man with a clipboard, and here they come. Some would say willing victims, others would say passengers. Who knows? It's the IRS that are lining at the moment. We've got the bags coming on. It's all good. Scottish Regional. Just flying around Scotland, or will you be braving the skies of England and Ireland and Wales? Or is it literally a PA-28 and you've just put a livery on the side of it? Because I'd fly that airline. I'd be over it.
Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please. Hello.
Ooh, what's the SLC? What am I missing? Told you not to use complex acronyms with me, Alex. It confuses me. Passengers are coming on. RS are aligned. That's cool. We have the weather radar update as well in the Phoenix. They all look like they're willing and eager to take part in our flight today. We'll do our weights and balances once we get everyone on board. Pretty quiet air traffic control wise, but that's cool. I think I tend to think when you've got we're trying out a beta, I'd probably not have a lot of air traffic control just in case things go wrong. Not that ever happens on our streams. So let's get the weather down on the ground here at Belfast Autogrove. Yes, love it. You can connect the aisles of places like Orkney, Stornoway, get people in the old GA, and then can transfer them onto the old Airbuses. I like it, Alex. It's got legs. You'll need to get co-pilot Oliver back involved. Otherwise, it's not really worth it, is it? The whole thing will be missing without him. Could I get some weather? There we go. So, what's happening here? 270 at 50 knots. It's windy. 6,000 visibility. Light rain. Few clouds at 3,400. Some cumulus nimbus. I think. 14 degrees. QNH 1001. QNH already set, so that's all good. Oh, I got you.
Hello, a very good afternoon to you all.
Alright, Cameron's in the back, he's helping out.
Very warm welcome on board this British Airways flight.
There's a lot of people coming on this plane. How many we got?
Please place your larger hand baggage securely into the overhead lockers. Smaller bags, including those tagged with the yellow label.
179 people. But you can see the bags are loading on as well.
Front row seat or an emergency exit row. The floor area around your seat must be completely clear for takeoff. Once your hand baggage is safely stowed, please make yourself comfortable. Keep the aisle cleared.
I think the trick with it, Alex, is to do it when you've got the time and don't let it become a job. It's kind of how I do my streaming. Otherwise I would probably resent it quite a lot in terms of having to keep doing stuff. So usually when I get a bit of a quiet time I'll do it, or just to keep trying out the old flying, right? So let's go back to here. So see, we are at this terminal here. We're going to taxi out to runway 25, which is this one. And I'm going to take off with a left turn. There's no, I mean, you do get them, but it is a little bit that you, like departure, it basically just says, basically transition altitude to 6,000, basically departures, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, Alex. Makes sense, but like, let me know how it goes. We've obviously got the Discord where we can look at these things. Is this at night time? Quite like this to be daytime, please. There we go. Yeah, that sounds cool, Alex. I'm sure it will be a success. Anyway, last of the passengers coming on board now. 176, 179. We're then just waiting for the cargo. We've got all our fuel on board, so we can turn on the fasten seatbelt signs. Bing. Here's our guys doing the cargo. They're moving away, so that must mean they're finished. Or, are they? Because, well, that's interesting, because, oh, there we go, they are. I was like, it's not the same, it's not matched. Cool. So, if you're flying the Fenix, wait, you'll get a little message up here when boarding is complete, and then you can send, there we go, so aircraft loaded, dismiss, send to the MCDU. What that does is it populates the second page of init here, and then for performance and takeoff you come back over here, go into departure performance, so we're on runway 25, it's dry, sync the final load sheet in there, hit calculate, and then again send that to the MCDU. And you see that pre-populates our takeoff speeds, flaps, and our trim, and the flex temp as well. The Fenix is pretty good when it comes to this stuff. There's nothing that is this automated. Anyway, no smoking, definitely have that on. And I'm presuming the doors are closed, are they? Someone's closing it at the moment. Lovely. Okay, well, we'll get ourselves tucked in here. And... nice one, Alex. How many people have you actually got in your virtual island? Is it just you at the moment? Because that is more an entrepreneurial than a company, but these things will grow. So, one thing not to forget, which I tend to do, is starting the APU before we get anywhere near pushing back, because that will disconnect us from ground power. Pretty quiet. Look at that. You can see that visibility, though, is pretty shocking. But you'll be able to hear the APU kick into life in a second. Honestly, Fenix are... they're super good in that. The beta, they tend to just work. They have little updates that they put through, but it works. Anyway, that's the APU. You can see it starting up here. So, while that's kicking into life, what we'll do is we'll put our beacon on, and that indicates to the ground staff that we are ready to rock. Or it should do, if GSX was working properly. Here we go.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Nice one, Alex. Well, make sure you know you have some insurance just for those pilots who maybe are having the first job. That's all good, Alex. It's interesting. To be fair, mate, you're the only one really in here at the moment, so it's an audience, a very strict audience we have here. What? Someone nearby? There's quite a lot of people coming into Belfast. I know, so it's just these jet. Nice. Alright, let's get ourselves ready. We've got a company message, so that's just a load sheet which we'll accept. Which is nice. Flight plan, we'll go to here. Actually, we need performance for pushback. Lovely. Gonna put FS Realistic on, which I always forget. Yeah. And we'll get our TCAS set up as well, so that's down here. You got the virtual insurance. It's the best kind, right? There we go. So just get this in terms of the airport ready. I want my nose to face right.
Release parking brakes, please.
So let's go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we'll start the left engine first. Oh really? Yeah, I've heard about New Sky. I've never used it, but I've heard it's very good. Just turn the PA up so we can hear that.
Once again, welcome on board, everyone. All customers have now boarded, and we're about to brief you on the safety procedures of this airline.
This is our insurance here.
We ask that you remove your personal headphones until the end of the
We got 3 likes already. Excellent. There's someone who, I mean, obviously I like my own stream because I want it to get noticed.
Phantom 1, taxi
You may use handheld devices such as mobile phones, tablets and e-readers during takeoff and landing. You may also use personal headphones.
There's someone else around here. Who's that? No idea. Someone always likes these posts, sorry, my streams before they even start, which is very nice. Anyway. We'll get back in the front.
We will now demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Your attention is essential, as these may differ from any aircraft you've flown before.
It's quite a big pushback.
Safety card in your seat area, as it's included important safety information specific to this aircraft type, such as raised position, and the location and operation of the doors. In the event of an emergency, low-level lighting will guide you to an exit. All exits are clearly
good,
marked
there's
out. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind this may be quite opening the doors automatically plates the evacuation slides.
Beautiful. I'm pretty sure Phenom 1 is a, like a...
Please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. It must be worn whenever the seatbelt signs are on.
I think it's like a Air Force call sign. Just what we need. Yeah, nice one. You need to show me it, Alex. Put some screenshots into the Discord.
If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided.
There's a lot of chat happening here.
Masks like this will appear automatically. If you're wearing a face mask, this should be removed before putting on an oxygen mask. Stay in your seat and pull the oxygen mask. Place the oxygen mask over your mouth and nose and breathe normally.
Landing at runway 35. Oh, he's taking off that way. Uh-huh. So he's over that way. Anyway, parking brakes are on. We want to get down 0.5 here, so this runway. Down there. And we want one stage of flat.
Around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side.
Beautiful.
To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown.
Oh, it's a star, Alex, right?
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
There's the EasyJet coming into land.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Any personal devices with flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Handheld devices must be held securely or placed into a pocket.
A little bit concerned there's no landing gear, but that's a 2024 thing.
Laptops must be switched off and stowed in your luggage for takeoff and landing. Take care your device does not get lost within your seat. If it does, please don't move it.
So that's her on her way.
Devices must be switched
I
off
think,
and
yep,
disconnected
beautiful.
from any
So we'll turn on our weather radar, predict a wind shear.
Please ensure your handbag
We'll
is
arm
just blocked
the speed
aisle
brake,
or exits.
maximum auto brake in case we're rejected. Take off,
You place items into the locker carefully, and they may fall out and into someone.
and we'll get ourselves out of here.
In the event of an evacuation, you must move quickly to the closest usable exit, taking nothing.
That's right, Alex.
Please now ensure that your seat is in the upright and take-off position with the arm rested
Deborah,
down, and your tray table
welcome.
is folded away. Window blinds must now be open
Taxi
to the
on.
operation for
That's all
takeoff.
good. That's all good. Yeah, we'll go.
Smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping, and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time or stop.
Yeah, takes a bit of time, right, Alex?
Smoke detectors. If you have any questions, please ask a member of your cabin crew.
Oh, so he was taxiing Charlie Lever Alpha. Okay. Belfast traffic. Speed 185 is taxiing Alpha toward Alpha 1 for runway 25. I suppose better make some announcements. Takeoff config is normal, and then the cabin will give us their ding dong once they're ready to go. I'm curious what this aircraft is that's going to come in. You can sort of see it in the background, I think, unless that's the EasyJet. Who knows? Who knows? What kind of aircraft is it? It's a Eurofighter. Beautiful. Well, we'll see what happens. Before we get intercepted. That's happened once before in the stream. Oh, let's hope he doesn't read the chat then, Alex. flight plan in here. This can go to charts. There we go. So yeah, Sim Update 4 forming really well at the moment.
Seats for takeoff. Hello, it's Cameron at door 1 left. Cabin secure for takeoff.
Oh, I don't know, Alex. I don't know where I was flying into as well, but someone decided that they would just keep dive bombing me, and it was quite intense. I think what I did was on VATSIM you can ignore people, and so eventually just did that. There was no air traffic control on, so it was just me and this guy. I was like, no, it was nuts. Anyway, it's the Alpha one we're coming up to. It's probably Oliver. He probably got in a jet fighter or something like that. Wouldn't put it past him. Look how smooth this is. Oh, finally. I think Microsoft Flight Simulator may be coming to where it needs to be. So, put the landing lights on. Change that to takeoff. Belfast traffic, shuttle 185 lining up runway 25 for immediate departure with a left turn after departure. Super! Alright, let's get out of here, guys. Visibility is not going to be amazing coming up here, but that is alright. Get here the old IEEs spooling up. So, check here. Is someone following us there? Let's get out of here into Manflex. Yep, we will do. B1. What a call sign. 2,000 feet, start our left turn. Towards Lisbon. And SB 185 is making a left turn towards Lisbon. Beautiful. Shush. Direct Lisbon. Insert autopilot. Flaps can come up. It's the airport we just came from. Give it a ground spoilers, we don't need to arm them anymore. Seatbelt sign's still on, which is fine. And away we go. So our route takes us basically over the Irish Sea, past the Isle of Man, and then over Liverpool, and then down to sunny London, or not so sunny London as it is at the moment.
today will be the team of Moira, David and Alexis.
Moira, David and Alexis in the
I
back.
remind you to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated. It must remain securely fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is on. Do take care when you open the overhead lockers, as items may have moved during takeoff and could fall out and cause injury. As a reminder, smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of other smoking devices, is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This includes the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. RPA Wi-Fi is available on today's flight. To connect to the network, visit
Let's go to standard pressures.
to discover the offers available. To keep up to date with the latest travel trends, to find an original guide to your destination, or tips on how to make the most of your time in the sky, read the digital version of High Life magazine for free via the .air Wi-Fi login screen on your personal electronic device.
See, we're still at 187 subscribers. We need to get to 200 at some point,
Video and
which
phone
kind of involves me
calls
doing more
also
streaming, I
not
suspect.
permitted at any time. We're about to start our onboard service. If you have a food allergy or would like information on specific allergens on today's flight, please contact any member. As you're seated in our Club Europe cabin, we're offering you a complimentary meal and drinks from the bar. Your traveller cabin.
Do 10,000 feet, so let's get rid of our landing lights, get rid of the nose light, seatbelt sign, can come off. So this is looking much smoother than Season Update 3. I find it weird to call it Seasons as well, Microsoft Flight Simulator, but it is seemingly. But yeah, it looks pretty decent, to be honest, the simulator at the moment. There is someone climbing out. Let's see. There's some coming into Alder Grove, the opposite direction. This person here. You can see they're getting lower and lower below us. They'll be over up there somewhere. So yeah, we're straight across the sea here. And then start thinking about what we need to do when we get towards London Heathrow. Looks like there's ground on London Heathrow, but nothing else, which is fine. Should be able to, let's see. Yeah, good to climbing to 15,000 feet at the moment. That looks to be the Isle of Man off to our left hand side, which will be come here. You can see it there. Don't know what that does. Well, we'll just go in Navigraph. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so coming off the coast of Northern Ireland. Not too long a flight, but a good way just to test out Season Update 4. So we're going to start, a lot of our flying now, it's going to be a little different to what we did over the summer. There's a lot more weather around, it's going to get darker. So it'll be something different. Sometimes things flying into cities all the time where it's just bright sunshine. It's not the most exciting for you guys to watch, so certainly I think the weather in Heathrow will be a little bit sporty, which will give you guys a good laugh as I try and land with a crosswind. It's already getting bounced around the plane, but have a little look at what the weather looks like. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's send that. You can already see the planes rumbling around at the moment. There we go. So, weather data. So it's 240 at 12 knots. It's not too bad. Hey, Alex. You can say it's not great weather. 4,000. Thunderstorms in the vicinity. Just what we need. It's alright, Alex, you don't have to apologise, even though you're the only person here holding this stream together for me, so you're my hype man. So yeah, the weather's going to be interesting coming into Heathrow. But then, that's all good. Into the clouds. Quite often get this as well, this high layer cloud murk. It's usually pretty turbulent as well. So yeah, I think the cadence of the releases of season updates is probably going to increase. I think it's quite good. Gives people a chance to get involved in the beta, although it does break aircraft, as I've found out. So it can be a little frustrating, I think, for people who are involved in it. Is that fully on? Yeah, it is. Yeah, a little bit frustrating for people who are involved in the beta, who want to fly their favourite aircraft, and sometimes it's just not meant to be, unfortunately. Just have to be a bit patient, and then they will update them, and they'll be good to go in the latest version of this. Breaking through the tops of the clouds. Still quite high, isn't it? It's 26,000 feet. You can see our top of climb is where this blue arrow is. This basically anticipates when we're going to reach 33,000 feet, or flight level 330. You've then got the ETP, which is the middle point, so if something happened here, you'd turn back. But once past that, you'd keep going. And yeah, a little bit nicer now here. Such a good feeling when you break through the clouds and it's yeah, there's sunshine waiting for you. never like to go. Usually do a little walk down the cabin, but normally when I do that, the autopilot disconnects. It's like a bit of screaming that happens, and then I have to run back. Still, how smooth is this? She thinks it's smooth. It is pretty smooth. Nice one. Yep, you can see our progress. We are just approaching Liverpool. Then we come down, I think that's Birmingham-ish there. And then, yeah, come down here. Basically approach from the north, then we'll go over the city and down the Thames to land. It'll be very nice, hopefully. See on the terrain radar down here. Basically, it's the sea, and you've got the the outline of the coast of England, and then you've got basically Liverpool be coming up there. So that's us at top of climb, pretty much, and then you can see our top of descent is not far away, just after Knuckra. What we can do is get ourselves prepared for the approach. We already had the weather downloaded for Heathrow. As you can see here, the QNH is 1008, so 1008, which I think was the same as what it was in Belfast. 15 degrees, so it's not super warm in London today. You've got 240 at 12, which is close to what the estimated winds were here. And then we'll just put minimums of 100 in, like we could be more accurate, but don't need to be, guys. It's just a simulator. So yeah, we can get rid of this. We can go to here. So when you're coming to Heathrow, you need the airport charts, obviously. It's quite important. We're on 27 left, so we'll be coming into here. British Airways will go into Terminal 5A, so particularly with our sort of short haul. So we'll come in, we'll try and get off at November 6 and then land in that way. You can see here, we can check our descent. So basically we want to be, let's go to Nugra and then top of descent, tow bed at flight level 200, which checks out here. Soppit, flight level 150, which is here. Weasel, or Wesco, 220, which is the speed restriction. Then we should go into Bovingdon, flight level 70, which checks out here, 220 knots. And we've also then from Bovingdon put in how we're going to approach down here into 27 left. Maybe one day, Alex. That's probably too much excitement for me at the moment. But yeah, that I should do. I kind of need someone to read the checklist to me while I do it. And then it'll be easy. But until I've got that, that's probably a little bit tricky. Parking stands continued, we need that. And I want taxiing that as well. Cool. Yeah, maybe one day, Alex, maybe one day. I think when you've got failures, it's always helpful to have a helping hand there. You can do it with me, Alex. You can read out the checklist for the Airbus, and I'll quite happily go through the motions and see if I can handle it. A little bit cloudy here. Really got anything on the weather radar. I wonder if we turned up the gain on it. This is where SimScott breaks everything, but let's do the gain like that. Still nothing on there, which is weird. Maybe it's just not quite working as it should do at the moment. Let's do, I wonder if we can back on auto, that's good, that's good. Yeah, we could do that in the general aviation, the PA-28. We could try that. We could do engine failure practice and things like that. I suspect on VATSIM it gets a little bit tricky. Plus, I wouldn't know what to do, to be honest, Alex. I'd just head for the nearest airport and get it down. So we're just passing over Liverpool at the moment. Public sense coming up in, what's that? Just under 40 miles away. It's always fun. We're going to have to self-vector ourselves into Heathrow. And who's all coming? There's a few people. We're going to arrive at the same time as a 777 coming in from Barbados. Perfect. What could go wrong? also scary that it's starting to get dark in the sim at the moment. It's only, well, 3:55 UTC. It's about 5 o'clock, I guess, in the evening. Absolutely bang on in terms of the old Fenix liveries. Because we are literally about to hit top of the descent, so we're going to manage descent. It will start to descend at 1,000 feet until it then intercepts where it needs to start its descent down into Heathrow. We've got a company message which hopefully will say no delays required. Beautiful. Another on-time arrival, similar to Ryanair. Starting her descent down. Interested what that is. I wonder why it takes us all the way back up here. It's probably something I press, but presumably it's a missed approach, or is it a secondary flight plan? Not that I've done that, but we could do that. There we go, I get rid of it. Beautiful. Another company message. What? Delics. Oh yeah, there you go. Stand 503 at Heathrow, which is over there on the other side. So we'll get, it's quite useful to know because you can plan your taxi. So we're going to come off the runway, one of these tunnels, probably November 6th, and then we're actually going all the way over here. So you have to, thing to remember is you need to get these names in your head, like Dasso and Vikas and Dingo and Cobra. It's just what they use at Heathrow. I don't know if I can plug that into GSX just now, can I? Let's see. Well, it won't even work. There you go. Terminal 5, stand 503, so we can already get that put in. Super. Very efficient. sound pops in. Hopefully it's not coming through on the stream, but you never know. If it is, apologies, don't want to hurt your eyes. Nice ears. Come on, Simscott. So you can see we are tracking the green dot here. Just basically, it moves up and down if you're above or below profile, but at the moment we are smack bang on. Just check out anyone else coming into land. Okay, there's three of us all arriving within the space of 3 minutes. What could go wrong? I think there's a tower. Yeah, there is a tower on 118.505, so we can get that plugged in. 118.505. What's the quickest way to this? There we go. So it's just about getting ahead of everything. Making sure we're comfortable that everything is planned sufficiently. Constraints on here, so see there. Not really sure why we need the train, but that's all good. So you can see it gets a little bit busy down here because we've got the route all the way to the runway booked in, but yeah, that level 200 is what we're aiming for. We're still on the green dot here, so all pretty good. Do 20,000 feet. It's just literally, you can see sort of what the Airbus is good at, and Boeing to be fair, all airplanes, but this idle descent, so the fuel flow is so slow. because all we're doing is basically gliding down. It's kind of what you said, Alex. If you wanted to do an engine failure now, you're literally just gliding. There's a little bit of thrust, obviously, because it's idle. Look at these clouds. I mean, X-Plane's updated its weather, but some of these look so good. Looking good the sim, but it always has been. Alex, but yeah, I think we'll need to do another stream on X-Plane to explore it a bit more. If X-Plane had this kind of scenery down low, then yeah, you're absolutely right. We will do a bit of a night stream with X-Plane, because at night it looks awesome. Not looking too bad weather-wise. That'll be the title of the next stream, Alex. Maybe that's how people... I guess that's how you get more viewers, right? There needs to be a bit of chaos. This flying normally is just a... yeah. see that we're a little bit above the green dot, so we'll introduce some drag, and it says more drag down here. So we follow the instructions. And we put the speed brake up, which you can see here. Heading towards Bovingdon, and then from there we will loop ourselves for an approach into Heathrow. The reason we're slightly high in profile is the airplane is trying to make this 220 knot constraint, which you see it's struggling a little bit with. It's also then trying to get back on track to get to Bovingdon at flight level 70. This is a Virgin Atlantic, which is taking a different route, I would suggest, than probably what it should do. It's cutting across the approach path, but we'll wait and see. How far away is that? Yeah, we're going to get a TCAS warning, aren't we? You want excitement, Alex? You're going to get some in a second, my friend.
Traffic.
There you go. Because this guy is not following the appropriate departure, everyone. Should we have a look for him and see if he cuts across our nose? Luckily, I think we've just gone under him. He's going above us. I should flash my lights at him. Like, excuse me, my friend. There we go. He's going to pass. I don't know if I can see him. There he is. Not sure he's quite going the right way. This chap here. You know, you do you, my friend. You'll be fine. Anyway, we're still chasing that green dot down, so we still got the speed brakes out. Where that Virgin's off to? Oh, John F. Kennedy. Anyway, the green dot's coming in, so we'll bring in the old speed brakes. Let's just have a little look here. So doing 27 left, it's dry. We'll apply the METAR. Landing weight. Ooh, quickly. Oh, it still wants more drag. Alright, fine. Landing weight. So we're going to land with 3.3. We're at 3.5, so we've got another 200. 64.4 will be our landing weight. 64.4. Is that right? Did that work? No, it didn't. 64.4. Enter. Medium auto brake, please. And
Cabin crew seats for landing.
yeah, everyone get down. So we could do way too low.
Hello, Cameron. Door 1 left.
Ziggy Miggy, welcome to the stream. You've joined just as we hurtle towards the ground in Heathrow. How are you doing well, Ziggy Miggy? Thank you for joining, mate. Into the Merc. We'll put our landing lights on now. And take off. Go, just popping out below the clouds. The simulator is really doing pretty well here. So basically head towards the city. Heathrow is actually, you can see it, he says, over there. So it looks like it's not too bad for an approach today. I was expecting the weather to be a little bit worse than this. Heathrow traffic. So, who do we have? Got a few people setting up for their approaches. There is someone in a general aviation. I think it's a helicopter, maybe, who's buzzing around. So need to just take care. We're getting about RTX. I think it's this person over here. Actually, no, it's not, because they're climbing. Anyway, starting our descent down further. That great view. Looks pretty cool. It's flashing standard. Should you buy the Fenix A320? Yeah, I would, Ziggy Miggy. I think it's probably the best aircraft you can get in Flight Sim 2024 at the moment. And that's not meant to sound biased or anything like that, but I just think it's consistent, it works really well. Yeah. Let's get some speed breakout. We are rapidly descending here. That was somebody's ice cream van in the background that we all heard. Lovely. Alright, let's slow ourselves down a bit here. Get stage flaps in. So all we're doing here is just self-vectoring ourselves because we are slightly above the glide slope. City of London below us. That's London City Airport. Let's do that. Looks awesome. Really good simulator. Loving it. Speed brake can go away. Let's do that. Let's do that. So down to about 180. Yeah, did you, Alex? nothing gets in the way of that sim, does it? It's like right, cool. We should be fine to self-vector ourselves on here.
London traffic, G62, we are the Isle of Dogs, 1 past the speed route change northbound to the city control zone to the north, 260.
So that's a helicopter. Seatbelt sign probably should be on by now, right? Battersea Power Station. Very cool. Look at this visibility though, you can see it's pretty a rough day. Let's switch over to tower.
Question before I landed, when I vacated on left and alpha,
airways using department L5, it'll be a right. It'll be right on the runway and then probably left on Alpha T5. Alright, thank you. Corner 10, Heathrow Tower, hello, taxi Link 21, Link 23, hold Alpha 1.
Time to get our Heathrow bingo on. Are we going to understand all these instructions?
2,500.
Heathrow Tower, shuttle 185 with use fully established, 27 left.
Control 185, Heathrow, hello. Runway 2, continue approach runway 27 left, number 2.
Continue approach, 27 left, shuttle 185. I will do that then. Stop the gear. I don't understand why it says signs on. Pretty sure. That's on, that's on, that's on. Yeah, we're all good. Just slow ourselves down the final approach speed because there's someone in front of us. Yeah, ziggy miggy. That's what we always aim for, but you just never know. But yeah, ziggy miggy, I would absolutely... Oh look, there's two of them, everyone, if you like rugby. Just down there.
Shuttle 185, runway 27 left, head to land, 25, 2 sides of the beat, 1.
Midland 27 left, shuttle 185. So you don't need to read the winds back or anything like that.
Ground 121.705.
Left 3, 2, going to ground 121.005, left and left.
Got them already plugged in.
1,000.
Shush. So, pretty windy. Let's see what happens.
Compass 10 from Alpha 1 coming to the right.
Speed, speed!
2 sides of the beat, 1, 2.
There's a little bit of wind shear there. Nice. A little bit high just because you could hear the engines coming in to compensate for the drop in speed. When it says don't sink, I'm trying to get...
Don't think.
I'm on the iOS! Stop it!
Don't think.
I'm not! Oh no!
Don't think.
Honestly, my friend, we are not sinking.
Don't think.
We're not. Gears down,
Don't
right?
think.
We're all good.
Don't think.
Shush.
Don't think.
What am I... We're not
Don't
sinking.
think.
Now I'm sinking.
Don't think.
Don't sink. Welcome to Beta, everyone.
Don't think. Don't think. Don't think. Don't think.
Concord on the right.
Don't
No, they
think.
don't sink.
Don't think. Don't think.
20. Retard.
Don't think.
Not sure where the don't sink came in, but let's get reverses out. Now, clearly the don't sink warnings were too exciting. Anyway, cancel the thrust reversers. Cancel auto brake, please. Thank you. Don't stop on the runway where we do. Yep, we have. Good. Yeah, only a little bit, Alex. And that was probably to correct from the... yeah, probably to correct the approach that we got a little bit of a surge in thrust. Anyway, welcome to Heathrow, everyone. Look how smooth this
Heathrow
is.
Towers, Speedbird 32, Papa Golf with you, flight level 240, inbound November.
Right, level 240 is a...
Hello, I am just the power. There's no approach service available, so when a
I like that.
tower is doing anything online, you need to call them when you're on final and not that far out.
Anyway, We'll taxi on Alpha and we'll get hand over to ground, I suspect. But let's tidy up the airplane.
Corsair 10, nothing further, Martin, we can 122, that's fine. Bye-bye. 122, that's fine. Bye-bye.
That's coming up.
Very warm welcome to our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened.
There's Cameron in the background again, chatting to everyone.
Once it's safe to do so, please take care when you open the overhead lockers, as items may have moved and could fall out and cause injury. You can now make and receive calls and use all data services on your handheld electronic. If you require any assistance here at our destination, then please speak to our ground staff colleagues who will be happy to help.
Oh, mate. Who's this guy?
Special assistance to leave the aircraft today. Please remain seated until the aisle around you is clear, and our crew will be on hand to assist you.
This is not
Finally,
good
on
if this
behalf
guy
of all
keeps
here at
asking.
British Airways and the One World Alliance, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us. It's been our pleasure looking after you, and we hope to welcome you on board again sometime soon. Once again, thank you, and a very good afternoon to you all.
Thanks, Cameron. Good job. I probably need to contact ground at some point, but I'm waiting to be handed off and I'm just pootling down this taxiway. We'll hold down here, I think. Otherwise, we could go a little bit too far.
185, contact ground 121.705.
Over to ground 121705, thanks. Shuttle 185.
Charlie, inform nothing.
To 836 British stand 518 for confirmation Charlie. We are Airbus A319 with Phoenix 1008 Quincy IFR to Dublin.
Street 826, Heathrow ground, good afternoon. So Dublin, Compton 3 Foxtrot departure, squawk 4446.
There's a child. Sadly today.
Compton 3 Foxtrot departure, squawk 4446
Street 826, correct.
Heathrow ground, shuttle 185 with you on Alpha.
Shuttle 185, Heathrow ground. Good evening, welcome to Heathrow. Alpha, link 56, stand 503.
Alpha, link 56, stand 503, thanks, shuttle 185. There. Alpha, link 56, so Alpha, this gets confusing, because you're looking for link 56, but it's all the way down here, and Alpha goes down here and then along here as well. So we're basically going to go using my etch sketch. Oh gosh, that way, that way, that way, that way, and in that way. And if you want to see what that looks like on this, it's or on the airport chart or the parking stand, you'll see Alpha swings around here and it continues all the way down here and then into there. Super. Well, thank you everyone for joining. Thanks Alex for your good humour and company as always. We can turn these guys down now. Just play readability 3 because there's a child in the background, no? That was stuttery. But yeah, Sim Update 4. It's looking good, guys. It's looking very, very good. Thanks, Alex. Hopefully we'll a few more people joining us if we do this a bit more often. Always easier to chat when there's a few people in chat, but Ziggy Miggy, if you're still there, thank you for joining us. Do get the Fenix A320. In fact, I think you get the A319 included. I can't remember. It is well worth the price. Look at all these British Airways that are parked up here. Clearly, we're about to hit rush hour in Vatsim world. Look at all these speedbirds that are here. That looks cool. There's a few, say, 777, and then going over the top of us at the moment looks like a Virgin Atlantic up there. Very cool. Very, very cool. Right guys, like I'll get ours parked up, we'll get the passengers off. If you're watching this back, you should be able to see a link to our Discord in the profile. Do give it a like, bit of a thumbs up, add some comments. We will battle the algorithms and get the 200 sim scotters. But that's the name. Even for quite a demanding airport. No, we're taking a left here. We've already started the APU, which we can... Oh, there's... Oh, they start them young these days, don't they? Got AP bleed, we can take off the taxi light now. Locked. Maybe the young kid is taking over from. Be exciting, wouldn't it? Alright, turning in. Let's follow this and not the line. I'm loving this guy's style of parenting. It's just have the kid on. Alright, let's kill the engines. Let's turn them down. Seatbelt sign comes off. This one doors.
manual and cross check.
Oh, that was Scottish. That wasn't Cameron. Beacon comes off.
The boarding requested.
Into boarding is requested. It seems to always throw the speed brake out when it does that, but the only thing that I've spotted is the air bridge doesn't seem to want to work in season update 4 at the moment. That's the only thing, but otherwise it's all working very well. Anyway guys, thank you so much for joining. It's always a pleasure to do this, and we look forward to doing it the next time. Enjoy the rest of your Saturdays, and yeah, we'll do this again very soon. Thank you all, have a good one.